to Go Junkies ×3. My name is Kanisa, and today we are discussing how to get your dog to stop eating their poop. This is mostly pointed towards this little girl right here. She won't even look into the camera, but this is pointed to Miss Little Zoe. So just a little background on Zoe. When she was a puppy, the first few days, of course, I stayed home with her for about maybe like 5 days. I didn't go to work, hung out with Zoe, and I was cleaning up her poop immediately. So I didn't know anything. So I was like, okay, so she's pooping about 2-3 times a day. And so I worked at a daycare literally across the street from my apartment. So I could just drive there and come home on my lunch breaks and check on her. And so when I finally went back to work after staying home with her those few days, I came home on my lunch break because I was coming home to, usually I already had Marley, so I would come home and just refresh his area, clean up his poop, refresh his water bowls, and things like that, and make sure he was okay. So I got home, and Marley had poop on his pee pad because they were in separate areas because Zoe was so little, and Marley was so curious. Sometimes he would jump on her or do crazy stuff. So I came home, and I'm like, okay, well, Marley has poop. Zoe doesn't have any poop. So I was like, maybe she didn't poop. So no big deal. And so then I was like, okay, she'll probably have poop when I get home from work in a few hours, because I would come home after 4 hours of work and go back for 4 hours. And so I would come home after that, or Jaren would get home before me, and it was still no poop. And I was like, well, dang, she's not pooping at all. Like all day she's not pooping. So I'm like, that's weird. And in the evening she would poop. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe she just, some dogs, she was a new puppy, she's still getting comfortable. She did have a bout with a little bit of coccidia. So I'm like, well, maybe she's still just getting herself comfortable, and she's not comfortable to poop when I'm not home. So that went on the rest of that week, and I'm just like, okay, I would come home for lunch break, there was no poop for Zoe, there would be poop for Miley. So I'm just like, super weird. So finally on the weekend, we were just laying around watching TV, and Zoe went poop. And so I was going to get some tissue one way or another, and Jaren caught her eating it. And I was mortified. I'm like, what in the Sam heck? I never heard, first of all, you guys, when I got Marley and Zoe, I didn't know too much about dogs. Never really had pets growing up because my mom had daycare. I was afraid of dogs. So this is like, new to me. And I only had Marley since maybe February. And I got Zoe in June, so I only had Marley for about 6 months, and he never touched his poop. Marley's too good for that type of stuff. So when she said she was doing that, literally I was just like horrified. I'm just like, what in the heck is going on? What is wrong with her? Is she okay? Stressed out. Calling the vet. I'm like, my dog's eating poop. Calling the vet, and we all love Google. I'm Googling why your dog eats their poop. I'm calling the breeder I got her from. And so from Google, what I gather is sometimes when the mother is in their nest, and this is also what the vet was telling me as well, is in their little nesting area after they have their babies, to keep the area clean, the mother will eat the poop in the area to keep it clean, and the dogs can sometimes see her do that, and it can start that habit in them to eat poop. And so I was just like, oh no, it's just so gross. Like, why would you drink poop? So I went to the vet, talking to the vet. I'm like, well, what can we give her, Lord? Like, what can we do? And I believe they gave me some drops a long time ago to try to put in her food, and it was supposed to persuade her to not eat her poop anymore. And so I tried those out, and I felt like she liked it even better. She liked the flavor. So that wasn't working. And we tried out different things. I looked online and I was trying out all these different things to get her to stop eating her poop, stuff to put in her food that would, go down nicely but not come back out nicely, and stuff like that. And so to this day, I still She doesn't eat her poop like she used to. That's one. Sometimes she won't even bother it. But sometimes I think it's like an addiction. She just gets that urge to eat poop, and she will do it. And I will catch her still to this day sometimes. But we have come leaps and bounds from when she was a puppy and it just had to be eaten, and she would try to eat it really quick, so I couldn't get it. So I've definitely seen growth. So things that I've done honestly to stop her from eating her poop is not really a list. It's really just one thing that's worked for me, and that is of course, cleaning it up as soon as possible. So that's the number one thing. Get it up as soon as they go. And B, let her know that that's not a behavior that I like. I clap my hands, I tell her no, and move her away from the poop. And sometimes I'll even leave the poop and keep getting her every time, so therefore she knows that's something she's not supposed to do. And so like she'll try to go up to the poop and I'm like, Zoe, no. And so she'll leave it alone, and then she'll go do something else, and she'll try to sneak back over there, and I tell her, still no, that's still poop. And then you give her treats like, oh, good girl, you know, because she's not eating the poop. So that has been helpful, leaving the poop sometimes and just reminding her, hey, that's not something that we do. We don't eat poop in this house. That is just not something that we do. So doing that has definitely been helpful. So what I would suggest, if you're having problems with your Yorkie or your dog eating poop, would be to clean it up as soon as possible and to train them to not eat the poop. Leave the poop out and watch them. If they try to go over to it, get their attention. Tell them no. Move them away. Have them do something else and reward them for it. Like I said, stay or something. Tell them good girl when they come away from the poop. And just clean the poop up as soon as possible. And they may slip up and they may have relapses, and that's just, it's life. We as humans, I say I'm going to do something. I say I'm not going to eat fast food for a whole week, and I slip up and go to Chick-fil-A. It happens. So we just have to get back on the saddle and continue to go and continue to work towards progress. So I will say that Zoe is about 90% better with poop. And even I now, because when I work from home, I was able to get the poop right up so she couldn't eat it. But now I don't work from home. I haven't been working from home since January, and there is still poop on the pad when I get home. So that is an improvement. That is a blessing, and I'm very impressed and very happy with Zoe's growth and how she has matured into a poop-free young lady with occasional slip-ups. So if you guys suffer with the same thing with your dogs, let me know in the comments below what you do. Leave suggestions. Let's just have an open forum about poop eating in this comment section for our dogs, because there may be something that somebody else does that works for their dog, and it may work for somebody else's dog that may not work for Zoe, or it may work for Zoe even better than what I've been doing in the past. So let's definitely get together and maybe come up with different ideas and different things that could help with the poop eating. This video was requested by Lynn MD1, and I'll post the request up on the screen right now. But she asked me for tips and suggestions in my Instagram direct messages, and when I saw that, I was like, I have to make a video on this. This is a great idea, because this is something that I have struggled with Zoe over the past 3 years, almost 4 next month. My baby will be 4. Oh my gosh. So that's something that I've struggled with. So when she asked me, I just like, oh, this is a great video idea. So shout out to you, Lynn MD1, for this suggestion, and I hope this video is somewhat helpful. Though I don't have all the answers, I can just share with my experiences and what has kind of semi-worked for Zoe. But anyways, guys, that is all that I have for you today. Definitely thank you for watching those Yorkies ×3. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. I saw today that we reached 3,900 subscribers, and I am just blown away. So we're so close to 4,000, you guys. So just thank you so much for subscribing and watching our videos, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.